This is the Infinix Hot 10 and this is the Infinix Hot 10 Lite, and they are hotter than the Infinix Hot 9 and Hot 9 Play that were released barely 5 months ago. Sporting a gaming-centric processor, MediaTek Helio G70, a punch-hole display, slimmer bezels, and a humongous 5200 milliampere battery, the Infinix Hot 10 is obviously hotter than the Hot 9. However, the Hot 10 Lite, on the other hand, is a bit of a disappointment. It shares the same specification and design with the Infinix Smart 5. In fact, the Infinix Hot 10 Lite and the Infinix Smart 5 are basically and technically the same phones, with the same internals, with the same specifications, and with the same design. Exactly the same design. What's up guys, it's Victor here again. In this video, I'll be reviewing the new Infinix Hot 10 and the Infinix Hot 10 Lite. But I'll be paying more attention to the Infinix Hot 10 because the Infinix Hot 10 Lite is basically the same phone with the Infinix Smart 5, which I have here and which I've reviewed on the channel before. So if you haven't seen that video, I will leave the link to the Infinix Smart 5 video in the card section above and in the description box below. I'll also leave timestamps as table of contents to various sections of this video so you can get to where you want to be quickly informed about. And if you are new here and you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so now by hitting the red button just below this video and turn on your post notification bell icon so that you'll be notified the next time and every other time I post new and awesome videos like this one. Inside the box alongside the Infinix Hot 10 is a 10W charger brick, a micro USB cable, an earphone, a protective case, and some paperwork. Both the Infinix Hot 10 and its predecessor, the Infinix Hot 9, share lots of features in common. But however, the Hot 10 has a new and large 6.8 inches TFT display with 720p resolution and with a punch-hole camera notch. Apart from the slightly thinner bezels, the design footprint feels like the Hot 9. With plastic body, the volume rockers and power button on the right side and the SIM tray on the left. The bottom features an headphone jack, a microphone, a micro USB port, and a bottom firing loudspeaker. There is nothing on the top. At the back of the phone is the fingerprint reader, which is fairly fast and accurate. The back also features a camera bump housing 4 cameras and 4 LED flashlights, which I will get into later in this video. Up front the display are 2 LED flashlights, which also serves as notification indicators. At 204 grams, the Infinix Hot 10 is not a light phone, probably because of the 5200 mAh battery packed inside it. Nonetheless, the phone still feels good to hold, although if you have small hands, it might be a hassle to wield this phone properly. The Infinix Hot 10 comes in 4 colors: obsidian black, amber red, moonlight jade, and ocean wave, which is the color I have right here. The Infinix Hot 10 has a massive 5200 mAh battery, which is an upgrade from the 5000 mAh battery on the Hot 9. The Hot 10 Lite has a smaller battery size of 5000 mAh, just like the Infinix Smart 5. Both the Hot 10 and the Hot 10 Lite support dual nano SIMs with a dedicated tray for micro SD cards. The resolution of the Hot 10 series is capped at 720 pixels in an almost 7 inches display panel. Colors are punchy and vibrant but not accurate. The mass brightness is just enough for under-sun phone usage. And just like every other cheap TFT panels like this one, video contents are over-sharpened. The chipset on the Hot 10 is MediaTek's 12nm octa-core Helio G70 chipset running at 2.0 GHz, which is quite an impressive gaming chipset, the exact same chipset used on the Infinix Note 7. Meanwhile, the Hot 10 Lite is proudly powered by MediaTek's Helio A20 running at 1.8 GHz, the same chipset on the Smart 5. The RAM and internal storage of the Hot 10 are 3GB and 64GB respectively. This is enough to ensure a better, fluent and fast gaming experience and also for easier multitasking. And as expected, gameplay on this phone is smooth and very possible. No overheating and apps open quickly. You made it this far into the video. Thank you so much. Please, a sub would really mean a lot to me. The camera array on the Infinix Hot 10 consists of a 16MP main shooter, a 2MP macro lens, a 2MP depth sensing lens, and an AI lens, which I really can't define its function. These are some images taken on the rear camera of the Infinix Hot 10. There's an 8 megapixel selfie camera up front. Pictures from this camera came out somewhat very saturated. The oversaturation effect is seen most on the skin as skin color tends to lean towards red. Due to the lack of a dedicated depth sensing camera on the front, bokeh shots turned out with not too fantastic edge detection. There are no dual speakers on the Infinix Hot 10, just a mono down firing speaker that sounds very skinny. But again, very satisfactory for this class because this is a mid-range device. And when you activate the DTS sound profile, you get significantly better sound output. The Infinix Hot 10 boots XOS 7.0 based on Android version 10, and it comes packed with so many useful features as well as sufficient amount of bloat, and sometimes you even get ads. Now let's talk a little about the Infinix Hot 10 Lite and its forerunner, the Infinix Smart 5. The Infinix Hot 10 Lite is by no means supposed to be called the Infinix Hot 10 Lite because its specs, features and design suggests otherwise. They are so far apart from the standard Hot 10. Calling it Infinix Smart 5 Pro would have been the righteous thing to do. I mean, by no means is the Hot 10 Lite comparable to the Hot 10. The Infinix Hot 10 Lite has a 6.6 inches drop-notch display, a 5000 mAh battery, 2GB of RAM and 32GB of internal storage space, a processor running at 1.8 GHz, the Helio A20 processor, 13 megapixel triple camera setup, and it comes with XOS 6.2. These specs are by no means light versions of the standard Hot 10, and it's okay to say that the Hot 10 Lite is in its own league entirely. But when you compare it to the Infinix Smart 5, its potential begins to shine. You would really not see any difference. In fact, I found myself always looking at the back of both phones to identify them by their inscribed names. Everything from the color and pattern to the processor and configuration are exactly the same. They just cleaned the Smart and typed in Hot and pushed it out to the market as a new device. How brilliant. However, when you look really closely, you'll find some differences like in the camera setup. The Hot 10 Lite has a 13 megapixel triple camera setup, while the Smart 5 has an 8 megapixel dual camera setup. On the Smart 5, there's an extra opening on the camera array which they didn't put any camera, and I talked about this in my Smart 5 video. Well, they reserved that space for one other camera for the Infinix Hot 10 Lite. In all, I would say the Infinix Hot 10 is a refreshed Infinix device, sporting a modern Helio G70 processor and a bigger 5200 mAh battery, while the Hot 10 Lite is basically a rebranded Smart 5. So, I strongly recommend buying the standard Hot 10 by all means over the Hot 10 Lite because the Hot 10 Lite is nothing like the Hot 10. They are not even supposed to share the same name. The Hot 10 will retail at about $150 which is approximately 60,000 Nigerian Nairas, and the Hot 10 Lite will retail at about $120 which is approximately 48,000 Nairas in Nigeria. So it makes a whole lot of sense to buy the standard Hot 10 over the photocopied Hot 10 Lite. What do you think about these new devices from Infinix, the Hot 10 and the Hot 10 Lite? Subscribe if you are not and like this video if it was helpful. Thank you for watching this one, guys. I'll see you when I see you in the next one.